Morning. Welcome to Positively Aunt Chrissy. I'm Aunt Chrissy. Hair's gross. I have my morning coffee with my dog. Say good morning, duck. Last night was a full moon here. I'm thinking that she's a little bit up my butt today because of it. Yeah, I haven't been on in a while. I put up a video last week, or a few days ago actually. I don't even know what frickin' day it is. But I think it was too long because it called it a draft. So I think I rambled on too long. The gist of it was depression issues. First couple of weeks, man, I was so excited, to be honest, just because, when you're in the grind, aside from when you take holidays and things like that, like something unexpected like that, I literally for 2 weeks treated it like, oh man, it's a vacation. I could sleep in and do all these things I've always wanted to do, and just, it was so exciting. But then it turned into the uncertainty of our situation. I was saying I was feeling like a Mortal Kombat avatar. That's my only way to describe it. In Mortal Kombat, you got your person and they're sitting there and they're just kind of, waiting to be put in. And that's how I feel. Because our governor gave us a 6-foot social distancing thing until June 10th. And, staying home and the whole nine. But then said the non-essential businesses, which is what I am as a hairdresser, gave those until 14th. I don't even remember. What is today? It was the 8th. That's what it was. 8th. And then extended it to the 14th of May. And there's a possibility he could extend it again. And the shop is sanitized. It's tore up right now downstairs, but it's sanitized. I did that this past week and just kind of went through every nook and cranny and, color bottle and shampoo bottle and all that, and just wiped down, sanitized everything, washed everything, and even all my shears. And, I sanitized them. Now I got to go back and oil them so they don't get rusty and all that stuff. Had my husband doing my clippers for me just because it's all intricate work. And bless his heart, one day he came home from work and he works at Airgas, which is a dry ice plant. He's a maintenance supervisor, and he normally has some kind of oil or something on him from working on machines, and he goes right upstairs and changes into just some grubby clothes and comes down and plants his feet. He's like, what do you need me to do? And honestly, when he did that, when I'm in the middle of something and I've got tunnel vision, I was just like, I had taken a class, a barbicide class, which is a disinfectant that hairdressers use, and then you could take a free online class and get certified. So I did that, and I was like, could you just hang the certificate? And he did, and then he went off and went into the man cave. And then a little bit later, I'm like, all right, he was trying to be nice, and I'm, being a bitch. So I got my clippers, and he has the little screwdrivers and little things to be able to do the tiny screws for the clippers and the trimmers. So I was like, can you clean these for me and oil them? So within 10 minutes, he's coming back, all done. So I think when he comes home tonight, I'll have him help me put it back together. Because, again, he wants to be helpful. It's just, I was tunnel visioning. Sometimes when we're in tunnel vision, it's just like, I got it. Because, you think, oh, he's not going to put it back right, all that kind of stuff. It's just the same things we do, as women. And, but yeah, the general malaise of just being in perpetual limbo has gotten me. I haven't been motivated to do squat. Most of the times I'm not getting up until 10:30, 11 o'clock. I am a night owl, naturally, even when I do work, but I always have my alarm set for about an hour and a half before I have to work so I can get up and do what I need to do. And I haven't had to do that because I haven't had shit to do. I go to the grocery store, I go to the bank, the refi that we were doing went through, and so we took that money and put it into a money market and just let it sit until we're ready to do something. So all that process is done, which is good. It's helpful, especially right now, because there's a possibility the governor could push the mandate again. And I've decided, probably against, it'll be illegal, but I've decided that I won't do that. I will just go according to Georgia's laws, or Georgia's regulations and rules, since they're one of the first ones to open back up. And it's a full frickin' hazmat suit looking thing. I have a mask on, I have a face shield on, I have gloves on, and have masks for them, and I have hand sanitizer, and in between clients, I have to take the gloves off and rewash my hands and dry them and put new gloves back on, disinfect the area. So it's going to take longer in between clients to make sure that everybody is, nice and protected. But it's a lot easier for me because I work from home, meaning like I can only do one person at a time, and it's not like a big shop where it's multiple people with multiple people, and so it's a less of a risk. And technically, I could have, I guess, been doing this the whole time because there was some kind of clause or a loophole that basically said that we weren't allowed to work in the shops, but we could go to their house. Well, I work from home and have a full shop at the house, and I can't understand why they can't just come to me as long as I take provision. So no matter what he does, as far as pushing it, I'm still going to open on the 14th. I have 2 weeks worth of work already booked on my book. And I've had a couple of clients get stuff on the down low from either whether they were doing it themselves or had somebody do it, which is fine. I mean, people have to do what they have to do. And I've always said, even just in my career, I don't mind being somebody's second banana. Everybody needs a backup plan, right? So if somebody doesn't want to come with me, they'll come back eventually because, they need somebody. So I'm not worried about it. But, I tried to be as lawful and in with it. Our numbers apparently are still going up. I don't know if we've hit our peak, but I can't imagine, because there has to be 14 days of decreased cases in our state before he opens, and we're one of the last states to open here in Virginia. So I don't know. Who knows what's the right thing? Everybody's just trying to make it work and trying to survive every day and trying not to have depression, even though it's still here. I mean, you could see it in my eyes. I can't even barely open my eyes because I'm just like, bleh. That's how I feel about life right now. Oh. Sorry, I snort when I laugh. Anyway, that was funny. I need my nails done. I look like my father, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't want man hands, So, anyway, have a good day. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Bye.